Kind of give me from y'all's perspective, the why and the what.
Sure, absolutely. So electric rates do continue to go up all over the nation. Thankfully, we're about 25 to 30% lower than national average here at SWEPCO. And so that's great, especially when we have people that want to move to East Texas. That's definitely a selling point. But everything has become more expensive, as everyone is painfully aware of. And so we see from wire to infrastructure, transmission facilities, substation facilities, everything's increased in price. And so that does impact our bill.
So when you talk about, things that people can do to, help with those billing, obviously in the summer it's like it's hot out. What are some of the things that people can do to help with that?
Oh my gosh, it is so hot right now, and that does make your bill. So about 30% of your bill is going to be your air conditioning unit, right? And so how do we make sure that we're doing the right thing with our usage? We have a site, it's called swepcosolutions.com, and it has all sorts of energy efficiency programs that we have. We can help you blow in insulation inside of your attic, seal windows, check your HVAC, and there's even rebates for lighting, or if you need to replace your HVAC, we've got some funds and rebates for that. So please go on that site, swepcosolutions.com, and we'll help you with your energy usage.
Since 2021, the storm, there's been a lot of infrastructure upgrades, stuff that you guys have had to have. Go a little bit more in depth if you can about the things that you guys have had to do, and then that kind of gets put onto customers.
Right, absolutely. So I'm excited that we're actually doing a large project, $200 million worth of system improvement. That's coming from the Texas Energy Fund, and that's not going to go on your bill, right? So we petitioned the Public Utility Commission of Texas, we petitioned the governor's office, and they allocated us with $200 million worth of Texas Energy Fund improvements. And so you've seen us on Gilmer Road, you've seen us all over people's backyards. We're replacing poles, wire, we're doing some forestry work. Those are all system upgrades that we're doing, and it's your tax dollars, but we were able to get that back, so you won't see that on your bill.
And I imagine, just as a statewide perspective, as somebody who's involved, the Texas is growing too, and it's not just, all the things and all the big projects and stuff, but I'm somebody who's moved here in the last 3 years, and the state is growing, and as that grows, we have to figure out how to do that.
That's right, and we love that Texas is growing. We need more Texans. Come on, bring them on. What that actually helps, the more customers that we can have could potentially lower your bill over time, or at least keep it the same without it going up, right? Because the more usage that we have over the same amount of costs equals lower cents per kilowatt hours. And so we say bring the load. We'll make sure that we have the generation and the reliability available, but more Texans is a good thing for us.
Okay. So if you had to point to one thing as to why it's gone up, I think 40% in the last 5 years across the state.
I was about to say
across the state. What do you think the biggest thing has been?
Yeah, I think just logistics. I think our supplies, every supplier has gone up over time. And so that does show in our customers' bills. But we do everything that we can. We have internal programs where we go in and we streamline. We'll go in and look for efficiencies. And we have a whole team dedicated to making sure that we're doing everything that we can to make sure that our system is efficient and that we are getting the biggest bang for our buck. And not our buck, our customer's buck.
Anything else you want to add, Mark?
Yeah, I would say our customers can also look at the average monthly plan. So there's a billing program that, we get these spikes, especially in the summertime. It's 100 degrees outside. Your bill may go over a couple $100. Well, as opposed to getting those $200-300 bills, we can smooth those out over the year, average monthly. So if you have any questions about that, that keeps it very steady. It helps with budgeting and keeps those major spikes in the summer and in the winter.